What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's get to it. All right, you guys. So, April 8th, yesterday was an epic day for the sport of boxing. At least what I would say. Really good fights on ESPN and Showtime. So let's talk about those ESPN fights. You know, as you all know, I did a video about this card a while back. It was the Shakur Stevenson versus YOSHINO card. And let's start from the bottom. Pretty much reigning prospect of the year, Keyshawn Davis, came out fighting against Yigit. Can you dig it, Yigit? It was entertaining. You could tell Keyshawn Davis, he's improved and is still improving. There was a point in that fight where there was a head clash that a lot of people, could have been worried about, but there was no gash or anything from it. Nothing major. He just kept pushing forward. Took a little time, but at the end of the 8th round, you would see he dropped Yigit with a body shot. It was a wicked body shot. Wasn't really saved by the bell. You know, they don't do that. So he got up. He made it. He got up, made it to his corner, came out. But the ref stopped it ultimately in the 9th round. So Keyshawn Davis moves to 8 wins, no losses, no draws, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Then you got Jared, the real big baby Anderson. He came out. He got a quick 3rd round stoppage over Arias. His corner, he was telling his corner, to give him one more chance to go back out, but they seen enough and they called the fight off. And that was a statement that he needed, moving up into eventual, pretty much title contention. That was the statement that he needed. So he moves to 14 wins, no losses, no draws, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Now, let's talk about Shakur Stevenson versus YOSHINO fight. Very interesting press conference the days before. A lot of people were saying, oh, Shakur Stevenson's trying to be a bad guy. He didn't want to shake YOSHINO's hand. Whether they shake hands or not, some people, they just, it's a hurt business, man. They're fighting. So you always have to shake hands. So Shakur Stevenson, he ended up dropping YOSHINO in the 2nd round with a straight left hand. It was just quick, pop, pop, and he got him down. He got back up. Eventually he dropped him again in the 4th round. It was just the guy is a 2-division world champion and a silver medalist in the Olympics for a reason. He's improving. He is arguably one of the top fighters in the world. A lot of people are pegging him to be the top fighter in the world, that being even over Naomi Inoue and Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence is the guy. He's skilled. This was also a WBC title eliminator, which makes him the next in line mandatory for Devin Haney's WBC belt, which we know Devin Haney is the current undisputed lightweight champion. So that's really interesting. We'll see how that goes in the future. We do know that Devin Haney is not with has like a long-term deal with ESPN. So this is going to make things pretty interesting going forward. Now, let's flip over to the Showtime side of things. Sebastian Fundora versus Sebastian Fundora, the Towering Inferno versus Brian Labama. I believe that's how you say it. Mendoza. This was kind of Mendoza came into this a heavy underdog when I looked at the odds. You watch this fight early on, you could see Sebastian Fundora, he was sticking, landing those, with that long reach, man, that just landing that long jab, that long straights, landing uppercuts. And you can see Mendoza, he was just trying to figure something out majority of the night. And it was just one of them things where he was trying to work his way into something. And going into that 7th round, You can see him kind of try to figure some things out. But that's when you seen him. He caught Mendoza over the top with a left hand, and it stunned him. You can see he almost went down. And then when he started to come back up, he caught him with a right hand and a left hand and put him down. And the ref counted him out. Brian Mendoza is the junior middleweight in WBC interim champion after that. Now we flip over to UFC. Israel Adesanya has regained his title via second round knockout. Epic fight. Epic, I say rivalry between these two. They fought 4 times. This is twice in the UFC. Me personally, I want to see him running back, make it a trilogy because this was pretty good. Things like this happen. All it takes is one shot. He caught him inside, boom, boom, put him down, and then he just jumped on top of him, ground and pound, pow, one shot, and refs called it. So that was pretty epic for UFC as well. Congratulations to everybody, and I just want to say, my bad, you guys. Took a little time off. New baby was born, so you had to get adjusted to these things. But thank you guys. Hope you keep tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, share button. Follow me on Instagram at All Sports Media TV. Make sure you hit that bell icon. I got some more heat coming for ya. Peace.